Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Cargan. Up here today, I thought I'd do another little update, vlog, whatever you want to call these things. Sorry, that's all I sort of really be doing at the moment. I just thought I'd start off by showing we have sort of moved some things around, obviously, and here we have the two bookcases. Now there's a new desk area my partner's got, and obviously the other bookcase has been moved downstairs. That's why there's hardly any DVDs on here, but we moved the other one downstairs. I don't know if we're going to get all the other stuff off of it and put all the DVDs downstairs. I don't know, but for the most part it's looking pretty good. I mean, as you can see, obviously this one's got about 2 shelves full of them, and then the bookcase that was from upstairs has been moved down here. Definitely makes things easier, considering obviously I watch stuff down here, there's no point. The game collection is still quite small, but we've got just thought I'd show what I have got. Got Tiny Tina Wonderlands. I've got I picked this one up the other day actually, Rustler, which is basically like Grand Theft Auto, the original like Grand Theft Auto style games, but with medieval setting. I've heard mixed reviews on it though. Currently still playing Fallout 4. I'll talk more about that in a minute. Having a good time with that. And then obviously I've got Dolmen, which I believe is like Dark Souls but with guns as well, so something like that. I was expecting it to be more like a hack and slash game. Rainbow Six Extraction, which I still haven't played. And then of course Judgment from the same creators of Yakuza, so you know I'm all about that. Oh, and I just thought I'd show, I've got 2 more big box sets. I've got this sci-fi one here, I don't know how well you can see that. That turned up the other day. It's got all those films on there. I don't think I have any of them because it's the same brand as this one. I think there's I want to say there's another one you can get if it's horror or action, I'm not too sure. And I also got, if I can find it, another one of the Mill Creek multi-packs. It's top of the class one. I think it's all sealed at the top, but I think it's all like the college type movies, you know, like American Pie and stuff like that, you know, sex comedies and things like that. I've not heard of any of them. Liar's Moon I've heard of, but the rest of them, and guess what we learned in school today, I think I've heard of that one as well. You know, mostly there's a few PG ones, a few R-rated ones. Of course American Pie is a classic. I still think my favourite of all of the American Pies, I haven't seen all of them. I really enjoyed Beta House, even though it's a spin-off of American Pie. I really enjoyed Beta House. You'll never make an American Pie in this day and age. Too many people get offended by it, but my personal opinion on it is, if you don't like something and you're offended by something, just simply don't watch it. You know, don't complain about it, just don't watch it, you know. Like people who complain about Family Guy or South Park, just don't watch it. Other people enjoy it. If you're offended by certain things, which, you know, everyone has got something they're offended by, it takes a lot for something to offend me. I can look at something and go, oh, okay, maybe that's a bit harsh. You know, in fact, there have been many jokes on Family Guy. The Joker one was pretty harsh, where Peter does the scene from The Dark Knight, and then he goes, oh, what have I got to do next? Oh, wait, I've got to go and die, overdose in my room. And I'm like, oh, that's a bit harsh, but yeah, you know, of course the collection is still pretty much the same. I haven't really got anything else in. Some stuff's gone, some stuff hasn't. I do want to, again, at the moment I'm mainly watching Dashi on YouTube in the evening, so I've nearly caught up with him now, so I think when I finish with him I'm going to move on to something else. But that could be movies, that could be another show, I don't know yet, we'll see as we go. And then obviously I moved some more down here. I made sure my Tom and Jerry's were together, so they're like the only thing that's in order. Everything else is just all over the place. No, Logan, I can't show you on the camera because you've got no trousers on. But yeah, so that's pretty much like what's new in that. Moving on to Fallout 4, I've got to say I'm having a good time with it. I'm not playing as much as I I want to say would like to, but obviously I'm I am restrained on how much game time I do get. Obviously, you always are when you're a parent. It's not so much just because of the kids. It's more because I'm at the moment I'm busy. I'm doing things. I'm going out places. I've got courses I'm on. I'm trying to do stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on with my son's school and things. Obviously, he's been suspended for 2 days. That's why he's not in school today. Well, he would have been home anyway. Well, actually, no, he would have been finishing around about this time. I'm just doing all of these, chasing through all these hoops and stuff. So there's so much going on that we're trying to get down to business and things. Obviously, I don't think I've got any plans for the rest of the week. I'm not too sure what my partner's doing this weekend. I'm not sure if she's going out with the kids or not. I took my son out last weekend. That's why there was no videos last weekend. It was just hectic last week. It was meetings here, and in out. Yesterday obviously I had to go into town as I do on Wednesday. I'm obviously but Fallout 4 anyway, sorry, back to what I was talking about. Fallout 4, I'm having a good time with it. And one thing I'll mention about like any sort of open world RPG, when I say like Bethesda games, Elder Scrolls or Fallout, what I love about them is even though yes, the quests and everything remain the same each time you play it, you're always going to have a different experience each time because you're going to do things differently each time you play it. You're going to go with different setups, maybe different weapons, and I'm sort of balancing, not doing a lot of the settlement things, but every time I'm about to finish up, I always make a point of going back to my settlement and dropping all my junk off and maybe doing a bit of a upgrades before I end the gameplay that I'm playing. I've just been doing a lot of exploring at the moment, found some good loot, going against enemies that I'm probably in an area that I shouldn't really be in at the moment. I'm currently on the quest to go to the Witchcraft Museum, but the problem is with Fallout is wherever you go somewhere, you got a goal in mind. Oh, I'm going to go here, but then you go, oh, this building looks like something to explore. This building, oh wait, no, there's a quest. I went into an old school and it turned out it was a vault, and it's like, oh, now explore this vault. There's a vault quest, and that's what I love about games like Fallout and Skyrim. It's an adventure. There's no limits on what you can and can't do. When I say what you can and can't do, there's no way that you have to play it. If you want to just focus on doing the main storyline, you can do that. But if you want to explore, you can do that. If you want to do the base building, you can do that. And I suppose each time you play it, you might do something a bit differently. I'm not planning to do another playthrough of it once I've beaten the main story, because obviously, normally I don't go back and play games. Once I've beat the main story, I don't normally go back in and try and get all of the stuff that I missed. But with Fallout and Skyrim, it's different, and even like The Witcher and stuff, it's different because it's not that you're just looking for certain items, it's because there's still so much to explore. There's hundreds of quests and even the DLC as well. I haven't got the DLC yet. I probably will get it when I get paid next. I was pissed because it was on sale and the sale ended on the day that I got paid. So it was like 11 quid. And if I had that money in the account at the time, I would have brought it. But then it went back up to 32 quid. And I thought, oh, I am paying £32. Even though, yeah, the season pass probably would be worth it. Because I know it adds a lot of stuff into the game and a lot of mechanics as well. And there's also, like I said, there's mod support as well. It's not the mods that you might get on PC. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort my glasses out. It's not the mods that you get on PC, so don't be expecting any NSFW mods and things like that. Although, like I said, maybe they've changed it now. I don't know. But you know, you can do the modding and stuff like that, but I know when you put mods on, I think it disables your achievements. I think you can still play the game as you want, but even if you put a mod on just to make the water look nicer, for example, that's going to disable your achievements, which I think is a bit stupid if I'm being honest with you. I think the only time it should disable your achievements if you're using like cheat mods and things like that. But I don't know. It's how it is. But like I said, yeah, I sort of try to play a little bit in the morning sometimes. I normally do gaming on a Saturday. Saturday's the evening that I've dedicated an actual night to just play some games for a couple of hours or something. Um, like I said, I've mainly been watching Dashi. What I'm doing now, instead of just changing things every day, I'm sticking with something, finishing it, and then moving on to the next thing. I know with YouTube it's a bit difficult because unless you've got a YouTuber that doesn't upload anymore, but might have some videos that you want to watch all of their videos, for example. You know, if you've got a YouTuber that uploads daily, yeah, it can be a bit of a nightmare to catch up with them. But what I tend to do is when I'm watching YouTubers, I'll catch up with them, and then I'll go, right, I've just watched the most recent video that they've done. They might upload a video tomorrow, I don't know, but I've caught up with them enough for me to move on to something else. I think with like if I have movie, if I, you know, if there's night where I'm going to watch a movie, I'll just go, right, I'm going to watch 3 Netflix movies tonight, kick them off the list basically, and then I'll keep doing it. Same with like, you know, sports and things, motorsport or wrestling. Um, when I finish, they're sort of dedicated to one night, whereas a TV show, you know, if, for example, I did my random spinner and I got the next thing I was going to watch was a Netflix series. I'd watch it until I finish it and then move on. You know, I do like sort of doing a bit of variety, but I do like structure as well. So, and it's easier during the week for me to just put on something on TV than try and play some games, especially when you've got to be up early in the morning. I try not to play games before I go to bed. I'm more of I'd rather just sit down and chill, watch something instead, you know, a game when I can, basically. If my daughter's gone for a nap and I know she's going to nap for a good hour or so, I'll go, right, I'll jump on the game for a bit, and that, so. As for the like I said, we're talking about the collection. Um, I I don't know, like, if I'm gonna like do actual collecting. Like I said, you've seen that I've got a few games here and there. I mean, 2 of them were trades basically. I traded Gran Turismo because I beat it to get that Wonderlands and Judgment. Rustler I just picked up the other day because I had like £8 change. And I thought, oh, I'll have a little look, and I thought, oh, £8 for a PS5 game, I'll take it. I've not played it before. I don't know if it's on PlayStation Plus or not. If it is on PlayStation Plus, probably won't buy it until I know that it's been taken off. You know, and plus if I've got a game digital, I don't need it physical. So I'm not delving into game collecting like I used to. It's more of a case of if I see a game for a good price, and I don't have it digital, or if I know that it's not on PlayStation Plus, or even if it is on PlayStation Plus, because it's different now. Like I said, if it is on PlayStation Plus and it's cheap enough, I might go, oh, you know, I'll get a physical version just on the off chance. But sometimes I'll pick them up to sell or trade anyway. I've always made a point of trying to keep a few sort of heavy hitter items on the back, just in case there's a time where we don't have money and there's something desperately we need. Luckily, we're all caught up. You know, we've got plenty of shopping to last till next week. We've got plenty of you know, stuff in the cupboards and in the freezer and that. So we've got plenty of gas and electrics all topped up, and stuff like that. So I think everything should be all right till next week, you know. But sometimes I do get a bit of money here and there, and sometimes I might sell something on eBay every now and then. I'll go, well, oh, I'll use a bit of that money to pay for this or pay for that, you know, and so on. But I digress. You know, it's been a bit of a hectic couple of weeks, and that's why I haven't uploaded. I do want to try to upload at least once a week, but I don't want to make schedules, and I think that's something important. to note with people who do YouTube, is don't set yourself a schedule until you know that you're going to live by that schedule, because I notice a lot of people can get really pissed off when you haven't uploaded the video and you said, oh, I'm uploading this gameplay tomorrow, and they go, oh, where's the video, I was waiting for this. And you think to yourself, these are just individual people making videos. Whether or not they get paid for it is different, but they're individual people. This isn't a company. This isn't like a Netflix show or a, BBC or anything like that, where it's got loads of funding behind it. And people have their own lives to live. You could wake up tomorrow and have to take your child to the hospital, because there's been many times where that's happened to me. So I don't plan anything anymore. I like to make plans and go, right, I'm planning to go out on this Saturday and do this and this and this, but if it doesn't happen, I try not to get too vexed about it, because if there's something stopping me from doing my plan that has to be dealt with there and then that's fine. But if it's something that I can go, right, well, to be honest, I can still do what I want to do today and follow the plans, but I'm not gonna let it get to me if it doesn't go the way I want. And I think that's just as you get older, you sort of learn these things. As for hoping to maybe go and see back down to Reading soon, see the family, I'm hoping possibly maybe next month, maybe beginning of August, maybe going to go down there. Whether or not I go on my own or if I go with the rest of the family or just me and my son, I don't know yet. I'm not too sure. I would like to go down for a weekend just myself, just so I can spend a bit of time with my dad on a one-to-one thing, and also see my mate and things like that. Because again, like I said, I've got no family up here. I've got people around me, yeah, but it's hard when you don't get to see them on a regular basis. And things like that. But anyway, I digress. I think I'm gonna leave it there. So I don't know what the next gameplay, next watch is, but once I know what I'm watching next, I'll let you guys know, of course, in the video, and let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite open world RPG? For me, I have to say Fallout 4 is definitely up there. I really like Oblivion and Skyrim. Skyrim, for me, I really like, but I always liked Oblivion a little bit more than Skyrim. Yes, it's not as good as Skyrim, and it makes me laugh because we get so many different versions of Skyrim, but where's the Oblivion? Where's Oblivion? Where's Fallout 3 next gen? And speaking of next gen, sorry, just before I go, like I said, hopefully we should find out more about the Fallout 4 upgrade. Will I think they'll do another version of it like Skyrim, where they'll do like a one you can buy, like either physical or digital? I think they will. I think they'll probably re-release it like at the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC included, with the next gen patch already built onto it, like on PS5 and Xbox Series. I think they will do it. I think that's how they do it. But I think even if you've already got a PS4, if you've got the base game, the upgrade will be free anyway. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it. I could see them doing it, like, because they've done the same with Skyrim. I think they could potentially re-release the game as physical and digital, and go, right, you can buy the PS5 version or the Xbox Series version with all the DLC included and possibly any new stuff that they add to the game. I don't know. I think they're still doing updates to the game, because even when I load the game up now, it does say in the corner, new update, Vertibird or something like that in modding and community creation. So I don't know how active the community is for Fallout 4, but I've got to say, as a single player game, it is fantastic. I love it. Not perfect game by any means. It has its fair share of glitches and things that don't make sense at times, but for a cheap game, that's good. And speaking of cheap games, I'm planning to do a video hopefully soon that isn't just an update. I'm thinking about doing another top games, like, best hidden gems and stuff like that I used to But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do best games you can get for under £15 of the current generation and the previous generation, so PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PS5. And the reason I say current and next gen is because both those consoles are backwards compatible anyway. So if you've got PS5, PS4 games are just as good as PS5 games sometimes, and same with the Xbox Series. So don't be expecting Xbox 360 or PS3 or PS2. I'm focusing mainly on modern generation games, so from the PS4 and Xbox One onwards. So I'll do a bit of research into it and games that I know are that cheap. There'll be some ones in there that might be surprising to you that you probably don't know are that cheap anymore. And the prices might vary on depending on where you live. This is Britain, remember, so if a game's £15 here in the UK, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be $15 in the US, for example. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and of course comment below. Let me know what you've been playing recently, what your favorite open world RPG is, and I want to know favorite open world RPG. I'm not talking about just RPG or MMO games. Open world single player RPG. And as always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and hopefully I'll try and do this video for maybe next week if I can. Anyway, take care and bye bye. Have a nice day.